Hi guys, today I want to show you guys a great setup of scaffolding. This particular unit it's awesome because we've got it tiered up. It's a great demo for you guys to take a look at. You can see where we got it tiered up. They're actually putting siding they were using it for. They've got the planking stacked out through here. It's aluminum, lightweight, and they just set in between. They're made to set in between perfectly. And the nice thing about this is when you set up a good set of scaffolding to be safe, everything's level all the way across there. It's very close to level as possible as you set it up. This is a residential situation. Some of the parts we have the legs at the bottom here, and these are adjustable. So we can adjust up or down to get it level and set up. They've got little plates on the bottom here that they rest against. Sometimes if the soil is real muddy or soft, you may want to put another larger piece of wood or something else underneath it to give it a little bit more support. But in this situation, it's pretty dry. It's not bad. It looks good. We have our main body or our frames that go up, and they come in separate pieces and they set on the legs. And then they've got another piece sets on top of the next one, carries into it. And then we have our cross bracing here. And this cross bracing that we have, there's little connection points that we can release these, and these will come out and fold up together when you want to haul it or take it away. But they set in here, they're locked in place, and they're lined up all the way across. Again, typically they're 5 to 6 foot high, and they're approximately 5 foot wide. And so these scaffolds, you can rent these, you can purchase them as well, but rental centers have them where you can pick them up. Doesn't matter the color. These we've actually got two different colors here. There's a yellow set, green set. Depends on where we've gotten them over the years. The newer set was the gray ones up here, where we're a little bit newer. And the planking that we got, this is a little bit newer planking that we just purchased to set these in place. But a great setup. If you need to do anything from heights, this allows you. You can work your way up, putting the siding on if you want, or working soffit material. Just about anything you need it for. Bricklayers use them a lot to set some scaffolding up. There's different ways to do siding. There's different methods. This is just one method that was particularly used on this particular project that we had. So I just wanted to show it to you so you're aware of the different types of scaffolding. This one's a good, correct method. You can also, sometimes we're real high up, you can put canopies underneath to throw your waste in. And to catch any debris that might be falling so somebody doesn't get hurt below. But the key thing here is when you tear them down to be safe again, start high and work your way down. Don't get guys taking these braces off while those braces are up there. You have to start from top to bottom. Same way when you're building it, start from bottom going up. Again, guys, nice job. Take a look at it. There's a step planking here that you can do to get up one side. Notice we stacked them all on one side to the inside, the ladder points to get up. And then this is the open end on the other side as well. Before we leave this site here and going over some things, I want to point out some key points on this scaffolding that we have here. And I want to go over some key points that I've kind of jotted down. First of all, make sure you follow the manufacturer's instructions as you're putting these things up, because it's real critical. And then do not climb on scaffolding that wobbles or leans to one side. In other words, make sure it's stable. This one's very stable. There's no wobble in it whatsoever. Check it before you actually climb on it. And then initially inspect the scaffolding prior to mounting it. Just as I was saying, shake it, check it. If it's solid, make sure all the parts are put together correctly. Look for any visibly worn parts. If you see something worn out on this, look it over. Make sure it's safe prior to mounting it and getting onto it. Do not use any scaffolding that's tagged out of service. If there's a tag on here, a red tag, that means do not use. Okay, that means it's out of use, there's work that needs to be done on it, or it's not approved to be able to get onto. And then the next one that we want to talk about, guys, is do not use unstable objects such as a barrel or boxes or loose brick or even concrete blocks, small concrete blocks that could crush or break to support your scaffolding underneath. And then do not work on platforms or scaffolds unless they are fully planked. And as you can see, this one's pretty much just fully planked across. So it's safe in that use. However, Do not use scaffold unless guardrail and all flooring is in place. Notice at this point, this one does not have any guardrail put on it. The guardrail has to be installed properly on this to be able to use it correctly. So I just want to point that out. And then the next point, a good key point is do not use safety belts and lanyards when working on scaffold. Make sure you use a safety belt or lanyards when working on scaffolding at heights of 10 feet or more and above the ground level. And then make sure you attach the lanyard to a secure member of the scaffold. All right, so it's really critical you do that. That's an OSHA code to follow with. And then do not jump from or in between scaffolding. It can be unsafe. Keep both feet on the deck, and then do not sit or climb on the guardrails. That's these the cross bracing or the guardrails. Do not sit on them. Make sure your feet's always down in place. And then keep the scaffold free of scraps, any loose tools or tangled lines that you might have, or any other type of obstruction that you could trip on and possibly fall off the piece of equipment. And then another thing you need to do is do not try to move a mobile scaffold to if anyone is on the scaffolding. Again, unsafe. They could fall off, get hurt. And then check the wheels. If you have wheels underneath, of course, we're outside here, but if you're in the inside of the house working, need your scaffolding, make sure you choke the wheels on the rollers of the scaffolding, and then use the wheel locks in place and push the foot depression wheel lock down so the scaffold stays in place. That's more for interior than exterior. This is more of an exterior situation here that we have here. So I want to thank you guys. Those are the key points to remember for safety with scaffolding, and we'll hope to see you guys in the future here. Be safe out there.